Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Bernika Artamevia from Accounting Class B, Diploma Study Program in Accounting, majoring in Accounting, Semarang State Politeknik. This time, I will present my final project with the title of Preparation a Cash Flow Statement at the Muria Cooperative Kudus Regency period 2021. In this presentation, I will divide it into three parts. Part 1, Introduction. Part 2, Literature Review. And Part 3, Research Method. Let's start Part 1. Part 1, Introduction. Research background. On the research background, I have 4 points. The first, one-off statement must be reported. Cash flow statements are one of the 5 components of financial statements. Cash and equivalent cash are short-term investments that are highly liquid. Therefore, each entity needs to prepare and present a cash flow statement at the end of each period. The preparation of a complete financial report according to Sakitab consists of a balance sheet, income statement, statement of change in equity, statement of cash flows, and notes to financial statements. Point 2. Cash flow statement is important. The preparation of cash flow statement has the main objective to provide relevant information about cash receipt and disbursement in a certain period, and can provide historical information about the company's cash and equivalent cash. The information presented in the cash flow statement is useful for users of financial statement to assess the company's ability to generate net cash flow, assess the reason for the difference between net income, received and payment, calculate free cash flow, and assessing the effect of the company financial position from investment and financing transactions during a certain period. For this reason, companies need to prepare and analyze cash flow statements. Point 3. My object is in Muria Cooperative Kudus Regency, placed in Simpang 7 Street No. 1, Kudus Regency. And the last, the Muria Cooperative didn't prepare a cash flow statement until the end of 2021. Formulation of the problem. The formulation of the problem in writing this final project are: how is the cash flow statement prepared at the Muria Cooperative Kudus Regency using the direct method period 2021, and how is free cash flow calculated at the Muria Cooperative Kudus Regency period 2021. Purpose. The purpose of writing this final project are to prepare cash flow statement, calculate and analyze free cash flow at Muria Cooperative Kudus Regency period 2021. Benefits. The benefits of writing this final project are: first, improve competence which includes skill, knowledge, and attitude in preparing cash flow statements. Second, improve ability to preparing a cash flow statement in the company environment. Third, become a reference for the next researcher. Part 2, Literature Review. In the literature review, I have 2 points. Point 1, cooperative and financial statements. Point 2, cash flow statements. And point 3, free cash flow and cash flow statement analysis. Let's start point 1, cooperative and financial statements. Cooperative is a business entity consisting of a person or legal entity cooperative with base activity based on principle cooperative at a time as an economic movement grounded people principle kinship. Whereas financial statements are the principle means through which a company communicates its financial information to outside it. Financial report complete include components are following. First, balance sheet. Balance sheet present position assets, liabilities, and equity, something entity on the date certain at the end of period. Second, income statement. Profit report make a loss enter all account recognize income and expenses in something period. Third, statement of change in equity. Statement of change in equity serve profit or make a loss entity for something period. Fourth, cash flow statements. The cash flow statement present information change historical of the entity's cash and equivalent cash, showing by period the change that occurred during one period. from operating activities, financing activities, and investing activities. 5. Notes to financial statements. Notes to financial statements containing information as additional information presented in the financial report. Point 2 is cash flow statements. As previously explained, the cash flow statement presents information chain historical of the entity cash and equivalence cash, showing by spirited the changes that occur during one period from operating activities, investing activities, and financing activities. The purpose of the statement of cash flows is to provide information on cash inflows and outflows for a period. Benefits from reported cash flow statement are 1. Ability entity to produce future cash flows. 2. Ability entity to pay dividends and pay off his obligation. 3. Reason for difference among net profit and net cash flow from operating activities. 4. Non-cash transaction on investment and financing during period. Cash flow statement can be prepared using two methods, namely the direct method and the indirect method. The direct method is also called income statement, presented cash receipt and cash disbursement from operating activities. The difference among that is net cash flow from operating activities. Meanwhile, indirect method adapted net profit, or item that affect reported net income. Cash flow statement classification. According to Sakitab, cash flow statements are classified into three. There are operating activities, investing activities, and financing activities. First, operating activities. Cash flow from operating activities especially obtained from activity producer main income. Because of that, the cash flow in general origin from transaction and other events and conditions that affect determination profit or loss. For example, cash received from sales goods or services. Second, investing activities. Cash flow from investing activities reflect cash disbursement in connection with short purposeful power for produce future income and cash flows. For example, buying fixed asset or long-term investments. Third, financing activities. For example, payment dividends, payment bank loans, cash received from publishing shares. Point 3. Free cash flow and cash flow statement analysis. Free cash flow is total discretionary cash flow company held. Companies can use this cash flow for buying additional investment, pay off the debt, buy share treasury, or only for add liquidity. Formula free cash flow is net cash flow provided by operating activities deducted with capital expenditure and distribution of residual income. Part 3. Research method. Research method is a scientific method used to obtain data with specific purposes and uses. The scientific method means that this research activity is based on scientific character, namely rational, empirical, and systematic. Data classification. Data based on the character are quantitative data and qualitative data. Quantitative data are usually summed up with numbers. This kind of data is usually a transformation of qualitative data that has different levels. The quantitative data used in the preparation of this final project are the comparative balance sheet as of December 31st, 2021 and 2020, the report on the calculation of combined operating result for the period ending December 31st, 2021, and selected transaction data for 2021 and 2020 at the Muria Cooperatives. Qualitative data is expressed in the form of sentence and description. The qualitative data used in the final project is the history of the Muria Cooperative, the vision and mission, and organizational structure of Muria Cooperative. Data based on sort are primary data and secondary data. Primary data is the first sort from which data is generated. The primary data is used in this final project was obtained through direct interview with accounting department of Muria Cooperative, through company profile and data description financial statement. Secondary data is the second sort of data after primary data. The secondary data is used in the preparation of final project are general information on cooperative, the comparative balance sheet of December 31st, 2021 and 2020, the report on the calculating of joint operating result for the period ending December 31st, 2021, as well as selected transaction data for 2021 and 2020 at the Muria Cooperative. Method of collecting data. First, by interviewing with accountant of Muria Cooperative Kudus Regency to obtain information about the company. Second, by documentation study to obtain data about comparative balance sheet, income statement, and selected data transaction. Method of writing. First, description method. To describe overview company profile and organizational structure. Second, exposition method. To explain the result of this research. Okay, my presentation about my final project is finished. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.